My name is FELA Durotoye. That's two names but one person. APC and PDP are two names but it's one party. It's like one house with two.
In reality?
Yes, because they are the same people. They are aligned in their thinking, their philosophy. Their philosophy is use money to get power, use power to steal money, and use the money to stay in power. It's that impoverish the people so that you can give them something little and then they will vote for you. And it's that there is a similar ideology in there.
And
the other side
you
of
don't
it,
have their resources.
we don't have.
So you need to outthink them.
Outthink and don't necessarily go to their red ocean, which is that place where they are constantly spending money. You will never outspend them.
So what's the game plan?
The game plan is go to the people who don't collect money and get them to vote. Most Nigerians think that the pain is only unique to them. And they also think that they are the only ones that are marginalized. But apparently everyone is marginalized. And yet everyone wants a great nation. All of them want a better life. All of them want a brighter future. All of them want the same thing. All of us are going through the same thing. So it's that helping Nigerians to understand, guys, you know, this thing that you're experiencing is experienced by everybody. So that's the first thing. I found out that the love that has been shown to me in Kano, when the head of the Dogaris at the Emir's Palace gave me money. They never give money. They
it's the other way around.
Yeah, but they gave me 100 naira, 25 naira bills to say, you are doing this for my grandchildren. It's the same love that I see when I go, and just 2 days ago, I don't know whether you've seen the video, it's been trending, a guy that's selling wristwatches on the road sends a wristwatch to me just for seeing my picture and says, give this to this man. The politicians typically come once every 4 years. They give money and they give an instruction. Vote for the party to collect 3,000 naira. Diboko Sebe, they call it in Yoruba. Okay, but we in the diaspora sends in 2017. Diasporans sent $22 billion.
Yep.
The fifth highest in any nation. Globally, $22 billion was sent to Nigeria.
Globally, yeah.
But they did not send instruction with it. They didn't tell them, I'm sending this £100 to you, my aburo, but have you gotten your voter's card? It was that was what we were trying to activate. And so by the time the whole concept of PACT came out, it was because people had started realizing that really good people had now stepped out. Okay, and the idea is, hey guys, how do we not divide our votes, considering the fact that we are now we have gingered up, we have woken up, where everybody's now saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to get my voter's card. How do we do that? And for me, that was what PACT was not something I created. PACT was something that was almost a natural response to the outcry. And then at some point in time, it became clear to me that, look, you know what? Ordinary citizens of great nations will forever be treated better than the successful citizens of ordinary. And so there was a moment in time, and it actually happened in the UK whilst I was traveling to the US, that they were scanning my passport at Gatwick. And it occurred to me that at one point in time, you cannot out-succeed your country. And that was where I started.
That was the catalyst, that moment.
That was that moment. And that was what really got to me to that point where I said, okay, how do we fix Nigeria and make it successful? And cut the long story short, I realized that as blessed as Nigeria was, in terms of mineral resources, natural resources, human resources, what has not made us a great country, one of the best nations to live in, is really just one thing: good governance, having good people in governance. So my journey into politics, as people call it, and I call it nation building journey into politics, was to get good people into the electoral process. I've been going all across over the last almost 12 months, especially saying the same things I've been saying before. But I guess maybe as a candidate, they take you more seriously. Indeed. But my message is the same thing: get involved. It is because the people who have those who have a vision for the nation, those who have a love for the nation, because they don't get involved, is why it seems like we have a nation that has literally gone to the dogs. It's the reason why we're now the home to the poorest people on earth. It's the reason why nothing seems to be working. It's why Nigerians are leaving Nigeria in hordes. You know, just in the last 1 year, 20,000 Nigerians have crossed the Libyan desert, okay, just to go back. In the last 2 years, almost 40,000. 21 families leave Nigeria through the Murtala Mohammed airport every week, permanently. We're losing our brightest and best because they're thinking, you know what, leave it. If it's not working, it's not working. And let me just go and find somewhere it works.
A bigger alliance would in the minds of many, we're having the likes of Obi Ezekwesili or Omoyele Sowore joining, and I think a lot of people are actually clamoring for that. How far off are you from that?
No, well, again,
are you talking?
We haven't started talking to them because we wanted to first sort of set up the framework of what this particular
16 days to go,
is.
14 days to go.
Yes, it's very clear. But once you have the framework, it's easy for you to bring people on the table. But if you don't have that, the challenge we've had in the time in past is having about 4 or 5 parties trying to talk, and it's difficult to come to an agreement.
It's a line.
So it's just narrowing it down to 2, get the framework, and begin to see how you can build that whole process along the line. I'm sure the likes of Shore, at some point in time will get involved. Some other parties that we have, the likes of yes, will get involved. She's big on coalition. She's mentioned it, and we're not shutting the door.
There could be a possibility you wouldn't be the president.
Yes. But that
and you're happy to do that.
Oh no, that has always been the possibility, even from when we went into pact.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's impossible for any coalition to work if any of the people who are there
for that
say it has to be me.
Yeah.
So it's like that is almost like a sine qua non. It's a conditioned precedent for any effective coalition. Everybody must know that if we're coming into an agreement with you, it may not be you.
Some would say Kingsley Moghalu doesn't share that belief, because in the previous, the belief is he pulled out of PAC because he didn't get that nomination. So what has changed now?
Well, again, I think I've mentioned this in one of the interviews that I had. Kingsley Moghalu is a stand-up kind of guy, in my opinion.
Indeed.
I believe that, he had his reasons, and I think he's made it known for whatever the reasons are.
Do you think in the period you've kicked off from March 2017, when the party started, to now, have you made a dent? Have you answered that question as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, for instance, look at the debate. Out of 93 plus parties that are formed, look at the amount of new alternative parties that were involved there. 2 emerged. 2 alternative parties emerged. It would never. I mean, there are other parties that have been there in existence for much longer than we are. We're just less than a year. Just less than 2 years, yes. So we have made a mark. It's clear. We're not just a party. And another thing also is we're not just a party, with the general conception that we're a social media party. That's what most of the old generation parties call.
Because you look new, you look fresh, you look now, the optics are great, so some would assume, some would perhaps question the depth. But I don't have any, doubt about that.